Hi, everyone. So we are going to go over just some of the features that our class uses in Canvas. I'll try to keep it brief, but hopefully this will help you get started. So I'm viewing our Canvas class here at COS as a student. Depending on which semester you're viewing, yours might look slightly different, but all the features will be the same. So you'll notice that this is kind of our course homepage, this modules section. So you'll always come here first when you click into our course. If you want to view your other courses, you can go here to dashboard. Another important feature to be aware of is your inbox. So I will reach out to you there. It's kind of like email, but in Canvas specifically. And you can also reach out to me there as well as reaching out to your group and other classmates. All right. So the first thing that you'll see in terms of our modules is the welcome module. So you need to do certain things for our modules in order to open the subsequent modules, so the next ones, right? So everyone has to go over this stuff in the welcome module before they can access the other modules. And that's just the way that our Canvas is set up. So I'll show you all how to do that. And the way that you know is that it says right here, you have to complete all items in this particular module. So this thing right here is a module. So in order to get started, I'm going to need to click there and then also watch a little tutorial about how to access modules and things in class. From there, you'll notice that there are some other modules on Canvas that are always going to be here, but this one I don't have to do anything for, right? There's nothing over here telling me I have to do stuff. So I just have these links there for students just so that you have them handy. But if it's in your way and you don't want it there, you can click this little arrow and it'll make it disappear. Another module that you'll always see is the extra credit opportunities module. So we have one extra credit assignment that's always part of my classes. And then if any other ones come up, they'll show up in this module. Again, you can move it out of your way just like that. So you can see that I can access this welcome module here, but I can't access my week 1 stuff yet. That's because this has a prerequisite, right? So in order to access this module and complete the items, I have to first go to that welcome module. So let's see what that looks like. So if I click here, it's going to tell me all the things I need to do to get started in English 2. It'll have a due date, and then if this was an assignment where you were turning something in, it would tell you that as well. But because for this one, I'm just telling you to view things, you don't have to do anything, just look at it, and then you can click next. When I click next, this one's a video that's built in. So it will either start the video or I'll have to click up here on that link in order to get it to start the video, depending on like your browser and that kind of stuff. So I would need to watch this video about prerequisites. And once I've done watching that video, then I can either go to the next module and look through all of those helpful links, or I can go back to the modules page. And since I've completed these items, now I have a little check mark that says that I did what I needed to do, which in this case was to just look at them. So now week 1, which was closed before, is now open, right? So I can click on the schedule, which is the first thing, because all of these are still kind of grayed out. I can't access them yet until I look at the schedule. So this is where you'll want to start for all of our weekly modules. Remember, a new module will be posted to Canvas every week on Sunday, and you'll start with a weekly schedule so that you know what week we're in, the dates. I'll have our essay packet usually handy there, and then you'll have a list of readings and lectures. The syllabus overview one isn't active yet, but it will be by the time you start your class. And then for the first week, it looks like for this class, everything's due on Friday instead of Wednesday and Friday. But usually you'll see things that are due Wednesday and things that are due Friday. And that way you can kind of prioritize, right? In order to prepare yourself for those due dates, you'll need to click on these links to read things and watch lectures and so on. So make sure that you're doing that. When you're done with the schedule, you're just going to click next, and it's going to take you to the next thing in the module. So it looks like the next thing that I have is an introduction post, and I also have a little thing up here that says that I have to post before I can see replies. So make sure that you pay attention to that. You might not be able to see everyone else's reply until you make your own. So you'll see directions for what to do. So in this introduction post, it looks like I'm introducing myself. I need to update my profile picture on Canvas, and I need to share some kind of a picture or meme or something with my class. And then I know that I need to reply to my classmates. So to get started, I'm going to click the reply button. And that's how you're going to fill out your own initial response, right? So I'm going to type in here, blah, 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 blah. That's my response. Once I'm done and I want to go ahead and turn that in, then you click the reply button. I know it's a little bit confusing because it just says reply all the time, but that's how you're going to turn stuff in. Additionally, you can change your font and things like that. I sometimes ask you to include pictures, so you can add an image by clicking there. So that's basically what you're going to do for these. So let me delete that and push cancel. But once I push reply, then it will show my response down here, and then I can reply to other people. Once I'm done with that, then I can go to the next thing, which is another discussion about choosing an annotation app and so on. So I would just work my way through the module in that way, completing stuff, and each time I complete something, then it opens up that next assignment. You can also see due dates here. So this one says when it's due and by what time, along with how much it's worth. So it'll tell you how many points are possible for that assignment. So that's how we turn in things in our modules. Remember, you'll need to scroll down just a little bit. Once we get into the semester, you'll always see these here, but then you'll have your weekly module on the top, okay? Another thing to be aware of, you can check your grades on Canvas here. I do my best to keep up with grades as much as possible. If you have a question about your grade, or if it's been a long time and an assignment is not graded yet, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me an email on the Canvas inbox, text me on Remind, however you want to contact me. Also, we have a tab that says People, so you can click there, and this is where you're going to see your groups. There's also a link to your groups in the Welcome module, but this is another way to see it. So if I click on Groups here, you can see Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and so on, and it tells you how many students are in each one. If I click this little arrow here, it would show me a list of the names of everyone in those groups, and I'm just going to find my list, and the list that has my name, that's how I know which group I'm in. If I want to view the syllabus, I can go to the syllabus link. Again, it's also in the Welcome module, and just click here to get to our syllabus. And then you have some other things that are available here for you, but we don't necessarily use too often. So just know that they're there if you need to. You can also view things on a calendar if you want to see when things are due. Remember that my due dates are only updated like a week at a time. So if you're looking ahead to look at what's coming up and what's due in class, the more reliable way to know is to look at the syllabus under the schedule of classes, because that has accurate due dates for everything that we're doing in class. All right, so hopefully that was a helpful tutorial for you for Canvas and what we use in our class. Remember, start with the Welcome module once you've completed all of that, then start working through the Week 1 module in order to get everything done by your due dates. Reach out if you have any questions.